Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Wieland. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players here at Gamehole Con, where we will be playing some excellent games here on the Demiplane Twitch. Our show in particular tends to play the great games that are out there besides Dungeons and Dragons, because there are a lot of wonderful games to play that span a variety of genres and types, and we hope that you check out those games as you watch this show and all the shows here on Demiplane. Tonight in particular, we were playing a game that's very close to my heart. We are playing Ghostbusters. This particular version is the one that I have is called Ghostbusters International because it came out after it was the second edition that came out after the sequel, in case you hadn't guessed by the sequel symbol that's on it. Written by Doug Spector, created by West End Games. This game has been wildly influential in the role-playing space for many, many, many years, so it's kind of a lost classic that we're bringing back here today. In particular, in case you're wondering who signed this, the answer is Dr. Ray Stantz himself, Dan Aykroyd, whom I met at a liquor store in Chicago to get it signed. I was covering our local Wisconsin cosplay group going down to a Binny's in Chicago where Dan Aykroyd was selling some Crystal Head vodka, and we waited in line, and I brought and I was like, well, if I'm going to wait in line and hang out with these guys, I'm going to bring something to get signed. And the two things that I remember the most were, one, the liquor store staff was very scared whenever a Ghostbuster turned suddenly, and their proton pack swept ever so closely to the glass bottles on the shelves. And the other thing being, when I brought this to Dan Aykroyd, he was like, oh, I've never seen one of these before. I don't know if he was making that up to make me feel good or whatever, but I definitely felt good. And I was, we got a picture as well, and I was able to actually consult Tobin's Spirit Guide on film with Dr. Ray Stantz. So I'm very excited to play this game, and I'm more excited to play this game with this group of players. We have been live streaming for a little over 3 years now. And we have explored a lot of great games together, and I'm very excited to explore this classic game with them. So we'll do some quick introductions. Please tell us who you are. Please tell us the character that you're playing, and please tell us your favorite moment from a Ghostbuster media. Tawny is always terrible at this question, and she always goes like second. So we're going to start over here for once. Well, actually, I will start. My name is Rob Wieland. My pronouns are he, him. I will be the game master tonight, and my favorite Ghostbusters moment, I think, has to be let's show this prehistoric bee how we do things downtown. And let's go to our first mind player.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jordan Fishburne. I will be playing Aubrey Little today. And I would have to say my favorite Ghostbuster moment is when, I forget which character said it to which character, but if a god ever asks you if you're a god, say yes.
That's a classic Winston Zedmore.
Yeah.
Hi, my name. Oh, we're
Go.
good.
Yeah,
We're good.
go.
We're good.
We're professionals.
We're
Go.
good?
Hey, Sarah, it's your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Ethan, skip it. My name is Sarah Babe. I go by she, they pronouns, please. I will be playing Nadine Petrovsky, also known as Dee Dee, and she is a ghost who is in the Shaker Cigar Bar who unfortunately died there. And, and my favorite, I just love anything with Janine in it. Like, you put Janine on film, and I'm like, yeah. this is good.
Excellent. Let's move on to our next mind player.
Hello, my name is Tony Cheek, he, him. I am playing George Foreman because I couldn't think of anything better. But his alias is Tarzan because he is the resident paranormal zoologist.
Do you wear pants?
I do.
Okay.
Just not a shirt.
Just wondering.
Just not a shirt. I am Steve Irwin and Matthew McConaughey.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to pick one. Your favorite Ghostbuster moment.
It's so hard to pick, but I gotta. The one thing pop in my mind is, yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
All right, let's move on to our next mind player.
Hi, I'm Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, please, and I will be playing Megan Bird. Some good references there.
This isn't sports time.
Yeah.
This is nerd time.
I only know one sport. Okay, I'm gonna cash in on that today. I think I have to double up on Jordan's favorite moment. It's got to be the best moment in the whole franchise.
Okay,
So
that's fair. You can
yeah.
copy, and I'm sure
Yeah.
she won't be mad and
No,
yell at you
yeah.
later. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's go to our final mind
Hi,
player.
I'm Ethan Eichstead Anderson. I'm playing he, him. I'm playing James Burton, former truck driver, current driver and mechanic for the group.
Okay.
And I'm going to say my favorite moment, just to make everyone mad, is Kevin from The Newest.
No, he is really good. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's why I opened it up to franchise. My other option was going to be the goofy celebration dance during the credits
Yeah.
of the real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Nice.
No, I do.
Everyone is like, we're changing our answer. All right. So now that you know who we are, let's get started. We begin as we do in medias res with the call has gone out. And the Milwaukee Ghostbusters have piled into their vehicle as it speeds through the streets to. Are
Except
you
it's-
the siren?
Except it's slow ice cream music, remember? There you go.
We're in an ice cream truck.
I thought it was
Just in case anybody.
We couldn't decide, but apparently it was decided for us.
I was going to say, okay. So the ice cream truck with the music that speeds up and slows down comes rounding around the corner, and we get to the site of the call, which is a pick and save in the Milwaukee suburbs. Like, anybody who's from the area is going to be like, I understand that reference. So
It's a grocery store for anyone who doesn't know.
it screeches to a halt in the parking lot, and out hop the local Ghostbusters. So as you hop out of the car, you'll describe what your character looks like, what they're wearing, what they're carrying, and what have you. Tony looks confused, so we're going to go with him first.
I look like me. And
I'm so sorry.
yeah, I know. It's tragic. Thanks, Mom and Dad. He's wearing the classic jumpsuit,
Mhm.
but with all the gadgets you'd assume a zoologist would. So he's got like a whip, and he's got a chair, and he uses the chair and the whip to whip at lions. That was a thing,
Ghost
right?
lions?
Yeah.
Ghost
Yeah.
lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
that
calling them
sounds-
glions for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that sounds super cool.
Yeah.
Do we need to give you the beach equipment?
No.
Because that might have a chair.
Nope. No.
Is there a chair, Connie?
I'm
There's
gonna-
not a chair.
So maybe that's the argument here is you're coming out and you brought the thing and they've told you like 50 times, do not bring the whip and the chair to the ghost call because it never works. No matter how often you try it.
One of these days, I'm gonna bring it, and it's gonna pay off, and
It's
you're all
never gonna
be
pay off.
Sorry.
George, maybe you should just bring the tranquilizer gun that you've got.
There you go. Tranquilizer gun. That's much more valid. That would go right through a ghost and do nothing.
I mean, it's
You know,
Way
I
less
don't
tried.
need your guff today.
Have you
Mia.
tried taking the slime blower and blasting a chair and a whip Maybe crack that ghost whip.
No.
No,
That-
but I
no.
guess I could if that would
Does
please
anybody
you.
else get that reference? Because I did.
So I imagine this bickering is going on as you're sitting in the parking lot, and I think that there's some people who are like, "Oh, the Ghostbusters are here," and they're waiting, and instead the cut inside is the five of you, like, because he like went to grab the whippage hair, and everyone's like, "No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it."
Meanwhile, I put the beach kit on my back.
Okay, describe your
So,
character, please.
I'm wearing the classic jumpsuit, but I have the sleeves ripped off. She's a good, beefy. Her arms are very impressive. Megan Bird is the premier arm wrestler in the Milwaukee area. And my goal is to prove that I can arm wrestle a ghost and win. So
You haven't beat me yet.
we're working on it.
Okay, who's next in the description game here?
I'll jump out. Aubrey levers herself out because the proton pack that she's wearing dwarfs her itty bitty form. She's very short and petite, with like blonde hair all pinned up on top of her head, and just kind of does a little shuffle before she does a move forward just to get the momentum going.
You kind of remind me. You remind me of some of the engineers when I take them out into the field.
Thank you.
Can I reach out and give her a little extra push?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Gotcha.
Okay,
you
so
only had to
you
rock out 2 times to get out. I'm so proud of
I'm
you.
getting there, Dee Dee. I'm getting there.
describe your character, Sarah.
Dee Dee is semi-transparent. She is a ghost, and I'm gonna say she died in like the 30s-ish. So she's wearing a nice dress, probably has like a cigarette with a holder, and hair is nicely coiffed with maybe like a feather.
Does the cigarette holder float in front of you?
Oh God, yes, 100% yes.
Nice.
Very cool.
And just really cute heels, cutest heels.
Cute spooky.
Super cute spooky heels. Blondish hair, greenish eyes, translucent skin.
What color are you? A green ghost? Are you a blue ghost? What sort of translucent are you?
I think I'm blue ghost.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That seems good.
Yeah.
I like that.
That does seem good. Are you hopping out of the car as well?
Yeah, I'm stepping out of the driver's seat, slamming it behind me, letting everybody know. I got a full stash in the back, so if you guys need to switch out equipment, we're good to go. So I got the car keys. I am wearing the standard jumpsuit, but pulled down with the arms tied around my waist, and just
I love how everybody-
plain white shirt underneath and a trucker cap.
Can I make a suggestion that it's a "Where's the beef" shirt?
Yes,
Okay.
Does the trucker cap say hot beaver?
that was a different one.
Yeah.
Call back. I just want to say I love how so many of the crew has taken the private school approach to the standard Ghostbusters uniform of like, yeah, whatever. Okay, so when you arrive at a call, is there a person who is your face? Who's the person that you send to do the talking?
Yeah, I'll talk first. It's a little the crew's a little motley. I'm not gonna lie. So we want to put a good face first.
So are you the owner of the franchise?
Yes.
Oh.
I started
okay,
it because
okay.
I have goals
Okay.
that need to be met.
Revealed here. Okay. So you so there's a smattering of people, a crowd of about like a dozen or so people who are a mixture of curious onlookers and people who like were in the middle of grocery shopping when they were chased out of the store by a ghost. And the manager is the contact person that you're looking for is a manager by the name of Mr. Jenkins. So you start asking around, and finally you find the guy who definitely looks like the manager of a grocery store.
Oh, that guy.
Tall but also wide, with who's lost most of his hair on top, and he's like, How does this work exactly? I mean, I've seen the commercials that you guys have been running on Channel 12 and the radio commercials, the funny jingle one, like on KTI. What do we do here? How does this work?
So I am just gonna make sure my team goes in. We're gonna clear this place out, and you are lucky. You are lucky, sir, because we are grade A, and Mercury's just out of retrograde. So I can already tell this is gonna go fantastic for you today.
All right. So what I want you to do is to make a cool roll to try and calm the
By telling him that Mercury is coming out of retrograde.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what you're going to do here, let's bust out some dice, is you're going to take a number of dice equal to your cool rating. Make sure to include the ghost die. Woo! And part of that pool, and roll them and tell me what you get.
Okay, we got 3 big die rolling here for a total of 13.
Okay. So yes, you have calmed the fears of the manager, who had you not successfully made that roll, he would have insisted to come with you to make sure that you weren't damaging or pilfering any
Guy
product.
keeps
That couldn't have
civilians
gone
out of the
poorly.
line of fire.
Did you actually look up if Mercury was in retrograde or not?
Retrograde is not happening right now, and I knew that already. Thank you very much.
I was just asking because you're right. It just got a retrograde on the 18th.
I
so,
know.
like, high five.
Jordan's very well aware.
God, you're so good at things.
So
Good at
okay.
Right,
So
you're
you're going to go in there. You're going to take what, like 15 minutes and assess the situation, and then come back out and tell me.
Somewhere
no, sir,
between
it's gonna be
15 and
hours.
4
Ah!
hours.
Oh, don't
It's
mind her.
okay, it's
She's
okay.
Yeah.
she's like part of the
I'm a
whole.
friendly ghost. You can call me Casper.
No.
Copyright. Look, this could take 15 minutes. This could take 10 minutes. It kind of depends on.
I mean, it sometimes could take like 45 minutes, maybe like an hour.
Well, do you guys bill? Is it a flat fee or do you bill hourly?
I mean, if you slip me
Yes.
some coupons.
yes.
Sometimes it's been days and we've had to shut down the business.
Do you know the
It's been
secret coupon
absolutely
code?
terrible.
Do you remember the jingle? It's in there.
and
Keep thinking about it. We're gonna go in.
As you're talking about this, inside the grocery store, you hear a shelf get knocked over, and like
Oh, you may want to look up the phone number for your insurance guy.
yeah, they're the guys who gave me your number.
Oh, good.
I think they're calling our name.
Okay, so how are you approaching the store?
We're approaching in a V formation.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am not at the front of
Yeah,
the
who's in
V.
the front of the V? Is it
Tanya is.
Easy Mid B person? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Megan on the front of the V.
Megan Meatshield, got it. Okay.
Megan Meatshield.
Oh, I
So
like that.
who are on her wing?
I'll be on her left wing with my PHE meter. Just
Okay. Okay, so go ahead and give me a brains roll.
oh boy.
I'm glad you didn't make me give you a brains roll.
Now, you may be wondering, okay, Rob, I only have like 2 or 3 dice here. Why would I? What's going on? So I'm going to give everybody here, in addition, brownie points.
Oh.
Everybody's going to start with 20 brownie points. And what you do with these brownie points is, as we play, if you want more dice, you spend every brownie point you spend, you get another die to roll. You do this before the die roll. But you can also spend them after the die roll to bump up your success. That means that you can not only bump up a success by levels, but it also means that if you fail, you can mitigate, because the more you fail by, the worse it is, and you can buy off levels of failure. The only thing you can't do is cross the divide. And
Never
you can't,
cross the streams.
right, never cross the streams. And you get more brownie points by being entertaining, which luckily you guys all are very entertaining. So,
That remains to be seen.
well,
He's biased.
I mean, you're screwed. But
I mean, I named myself George Foreman.
you know what? That's actually very entertaining. Go ahead and take a brownie point.
Yay!
Because everyone is going to start asking you, like,
Oh, do you make the grills?
I do.
Why did you name your kids the same as your name? 'Cause
Uh,
that just seems a little.
Well, I'm George Foreman the third, and then Little
Oh.
fourth and fifth. My grandpa's the boxer. I was adopted.
So that was a brains
So
roll.
your George is spelled differently. It's like J.
Yeah.
Like,
Georg.
It's like Jorge, but George.
it may be Jorge. We don't know. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and give me the PKE.
This is a 5-die roll. 10, 14, 15, 16.
Okay. The PKE meter chirps to life, and the little wings go as it activates. And you and Megan, and who's the third?
Wing.
Me?
Okay. Yeah, I feel like you guys are.
Love the confidence.
Well, like you're having your George Foreman discussion by the
Right.
door while these three go in, and you wind your way through the aisles of the aisles of the store, and you find somebody in the dairy section.
Is it a ghost cow?
That's
There-
what I was gonna ask.
No, what you find is a trail of spilled milk and empty gallon canisters. And as you follow it down the aisle, you see a person perched over the dairy case, just pounding a half gallon of milk.
Oh, damn, you are not going to have a good time.
Man, I hope he is not lactose intolerant.
And when he finishes it, it lets out a vicious rip of a burp,
Ugh.
and then scoops another one onto the case and cracks it. The other unusual thing is that he has a mop on his head.
Nice.
Cool.
Like with the stick?
Yes, the stick. The stick is actually
Alright.
seems to be like moving around as if the stick is looking for people.
I
So
feel like I should just confirm this is a ghost, not a person.
No.
Oh,
this
this
is a
is just a
person.
guy. Okay.
Can I take a
Ghost
can of
mop.
soup?
Ghost mop. It's a ghost mop.
Can I take a can of soup and try to throw it at the mop to knock it off?
sure,
Just soup for your family.
go
Soup
ahead.
for my family to
Go-
hit that mop.
Not a weapon.
Go ahead and give me a moves roll here. I'm actually going to roll this is going to be an opposed roll.
15.
3.
Oh.
So you scoop up a can of soup for your family and fire it down the aisle, and poonk, you connect right at the base of the mop where the stick meets the hair piece.
The grundle.
And
What?
the what?
What?
Did you
just
take-
identify a specific piece of a mop?
I married him.
No. You can't what your way out of this. The gruffle?
The
No.
grundle.
The grundle.
No.
The
No.
just let
Google
it go,
it
man.
later, but with safe search on.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Ooh, well. Anyway.
Use the base of the shaft. I don't know.
So
I mean, you're not wrong.
the mop tumbles to the floor and like squee along the tiles before it scoops back up, and and now it seems like the handle is acting like a tail as the mop pieces skitter, or the braids skip away from the person that it had under its control.
Ghost mop. Ghost mop.
So wait.
And then the
ghost
person,
mop dog?
and then the person there, the person who is in mid pound, and then immediately stops and is like, oh.
I think we should probably get him some medical attention. That was like 8 gallons of milk. I feel like that could kill. Oh, don't puke on me, please.
Oh,
Don't.
it's coming up.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
That's nothing but calcium right there.
If he starts puking, I'm gonna start puking, and we just don't want that to happen.
Wait, you can puke?
I'm a ghost. What do you
I'm-
think slime is?
I mean, we have a mop.
No, it actually skittered away. So.
All right. I'm gonna go after the mop.
Okay, you're gonna give chase.
Go
Go ahead and give me a moves roll here.
I was gonna suggest that I'm gonna climb up onto the racks of food
Sure. Okay.
using my climbing gear.
Pull out the alpine rope, and then you're like whoosh, 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 and then clank, and then you just climb up the 3 feet. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So.
3 extra dice for climbing things.
Okay. Roll it.
Because my moves is only 1.
You all,
13.
You also can't jail the ghost dice because it passes through.
I didn't bring dice jail.
All right. Okay. Good. All right. Just making
13.
sure.
Didn't want to carry it around.
No, that's fine.
Rattle.
Tink. You scoop up over a top display of like toilet paper, and the mop is skittering on the ceiling, and the handle is darting around like it's looking for something or somebody.
Can we set a ghost trap for it?
So what you want to do actually is when you want to hit it with the proton pack, because that lowers its ectopresence. Once the ectopresence is lowered to 0, then it is much easier to contain.
Okay.
So like you could do that, but it would be a very you would have to make a moves roll of like 20.
Ooh, that would go poorly for me.
Well, you can always spend brownie points.
I think I gesture back to tell them where Ghost Mop went.
Okay, do it. Gesture.
Can I borrow the beach kit?
Now is not the time.
Now is the time.
Is she voguing?
I'm going to trade you my proton pack for that beach kit. I want to stand in a spot where the mop can see me and offer my head.
To the mop?
This isn't the time for charades. What are you trying to tell us?
Is anybody else good at moves? Because I'm not. Okay, cool.
I already have a proton pack.
The mop is over there.
I turn my
Well,
proton pack on.
Burton walks out into the center of the aisle and is like, "Take me!" And the mop runs at you and blops on your head.
Before it gets me, I want to take the umbrella and open it to try to hit it back.
I love so. The standard equipment that the franchise get includes a lot of branded items for giveaways and things like that, and inevitably the Ghostbusting crew just uses it in its own weird ways. Yeah, give me a moves. No, give me a cool roll here.
Ooh, not good.
Nice.
I'm
I
going-
should have done
I'm going to use, let's go with 5 brownie points because I want this to work real bad.
Holy cow! Okay,
Wait, how many brownie points did we start with?
20.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, there's a
Because
spot
I
for
want
this.
this to work.
Also, you know what? Go ahead.
I've
and
never seen the beach kit used successfully, ever.
Go ahead and take 2 brownie points back because of the reaction to "I'm going to hit it with the umbrella."
Now it's going to take about an
I
hour
feel
to
like
add
it-
up, so hang on.
I feel like it's a schlick umbrella.
22.
Okay. What is your intent here? What are you trying to do? Like,
My hope is to bounce it towards the people so they can hit it and get a good target.
Oh, okay.
Basically direct it. I tipped one as I moved it.
okay. So yeah. So you're like, "Come take me, weird, smelly ghost mop," and it skitters along the ceiling, and like the handle is wagging like a tail. It's like tick, 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 tick. And it jumps at you and boom, boom. So it's like a weird Stooges version of the scene in Alien where the face crawler jumps at Ripley, except it hits the umbrella and successfully bounces off and drops right in front of the 3 of you. What do you do?
So, like I said, I'm adopted. I really appreciate if you wouldn't bring it up again.
George, listen, I'm
Proton
sorry.
pack. Proton pack.
What? Okay, give me a give me a moves roll. If you have anything for shoot, add that in there as well.
I do not.
I took all the wrong talents, you guys.
So,
You're just angry because you can't roll for everything.
all right.
So
I'm just
Are you
saying I
spending
took
any brownie
things that
points?
are not going to be
Oh, I
helpful
probably should.
Ever.
so here's the deal with brownie points.
Does ride
Uh,
horses do anything for me?
What's that?
Does ride horses?
It never
do
does
Yeah, it
anything.
It never
for
does anything.
anyone.
Not in my game, son.
All right.
How do
Uh,
we use talents? What are talents?
Talents give if you do a thing that is related to that trait, you get +3 dice to do the thing.
Picked all the wrong ones.
So go ahead and give me a shooting roll. You can spend brownie points. So now here's the deal with brownie points. You can spend them 1 for 1, and they give you extra dice. Or for every 2 that you spend after a roll, you can bump up a level of success or bump down a level of failure.
Okay.
So the target you're looking for here is 9 to hit.
I'm gonna use a brownie point, yo.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
one.
Did you add the extra dice?
I got a 14.
All right. Oh! And you set off a rack of microwave popcorn as the proton pack blasts through the ghost. But you did connect with it and send the mop spiraling
Okay, fantastic.
deeper into the grocery store. So you hit it for you rolled a 14.
Yes.
Okay, so that's actually going to knock its ecto presence down to 2. This game does not have hard initiative, so let's see.
I also have a proton pack that I powered up when I was yelling at George. So I'm gonna shuffle as fast as I can after it to get a better angle before firing off my shot to try to get it.
Okay, go ahead and give me that moves roll for shooting.
I'm gonna add 2 brownie points.
Okay, so take 2 more dice, but only spend 1 brownie point.
Okay.
There's a give and take as far as brownie points, so that way you took the time to describe. I do a thing.
Uh-oh.
And it's gone.
Oh.
Mando.
Oh, that was a ghost.
Thank you.
Ah.
14.
No, it wasn't.
That was a ground ghost. Apparently. That
Ooh. You blast it, like it skitters away, and you fire a destabilizing stream. What product in the grocery store do you hit?
Ooh, that has to be the general like nuts aisle. So it just like explodes containers.
Okay.
Mixed nuts everywhere.
Yep.
Um,
Aw, nuts.
and it hits the stream, and the creature, it is now down to 0 ecto presence. Who has a ghost trap? Anyone?
I do.
I do
I
as
left
well.
one in the car.
Okay.
Can I run ahead on top of the shelves that I'm on top of and toss it forward?
Yeah.
So that we can chase it in with the 2 proton
Right.
packs?
Right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a moves check.
Yeah. Sleight of hand isn't going to do anything for me here, is it?
No.
Cool.
Connie's arms are so big she can hardly
Yeah.
move.
How do you
I'm like, oh! Okay, I'm only rolling 2. I'm going to use brownie points. We're using brownie points. I'm going to use 2 of them.
Your target for this is 3. You realize?
Okay, I'm going to use 1 of them then.
Okay.
But that's an extra die?
Yeah.
Okay. 7.
Okay.
Would really like
I
to
needed
make
that
on
brownie
4.
point real bad.
So you huck the ghost trap. It sails past the ghost, but then bounces off the wall behind it, and skitters back the other way. Stomp on the thing. The trap opens up.
Grab a handful of mixed nuts, throw them in my mouth. Continue.
They should be roasted by now.
What did I tell you about warning me when you throw one of those things out?
Oh, hey, I'm a ghost trap.
I do not enjoy your
Yeah.
presence right now, Megan.
That's fine. Bleep, bleep. We'll figure it out later when we're arm wrestling.
So we cut back out to the parking lot. You've got everything wrapped up. Is there anything that you're doing before you?
I believe we're restocking, get enough food to restock the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Anything that's contaminated gets packed up, brought with us.
What was the growling thing? Was the dude the growling thing?
Yeah.
You don't know.
I think it was the milk.
His tummy was probably upset after
Yeah.
drinking all that.
That's a fair point.
Wait, so was he just unrelated to the ghost thing? He was just some dude?
No,
drinking milk?
he was possessed by the mop.
Oh, okay.
That's what happens when you tell about your life story before
Right.
you get in the
Yeah.
Mops are classically known to make you drink milk. I forgot.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if it's okay, think about it.
They
this
do
way.
cry over
It's the
spilled
mop
milk.
they kept in the dairy section, so all it does is drink up milk. So of course, if it possesses someone because it's a mop
That's
ghost,
what it's gonna
it's
keep
gonna
doing.
make somebody drink milk.
This is
Duh.
some real ghost insight.
Yes.
It's our
Gotcha.
inside lady.
I know how it goes.
So,
My apologies.
is the mop
know how
still
it goes.
there?
Oh no, we took the mop in the trap.
But the possession goes in, right? Do we just get a mop now?
Well, the mop was crisped by.
Okay, I'm just wondering if we should add a mop to our inventory.
No.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'll find a way to use it.
We know you will.
Do we
Um,
even go through an aisle to check out the food, or do we just put it in a cart and put like a contaminated sticker on
Absolutely
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Ooh.
so as you are checking for contamination
Uh-huh.
and are just like I can imagine you got the PK meter and you're like, yeah, hey, no, this one. Ooh, these steaks are really like they're super bad, you guys.
No, you just have me stand next to wherever
Yeah.
food we're looking for.
Hey, go stand next to the hot chocolate for a minute.
Does this grocery have a liquor department? Because that's real haunted.
Oh yeah.
So as you're going through, you come across the cereal aisle, and there is a box of cereal that is splayed out. The contents are splayed out on the floor.
Is
What
it
kind of cereal?
Boo Berries?
What did?
Count Chocula, clearly.
No, it is. What is it? It's super oat bran.
Super Oat Bran.
But you find something interesting. Did somebody take the occult skill?
Yes, I
You-
did.
Roll
I
it.
didn't take anything useful.
Okay. Do I get to know the target number I'm going for?
So let's call it 8.
Okay. I'ma spend some brownie points because this is a one shot.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Oh, and so there's the ghost dice in addition because I wasn't paying attention.
You switch out one of your regular dice.
Well, that's
so you
good.
should be rolling your brains plus occult, and then or whatever
So-
occult. Yeah, brains.
Brains and
Yeah.
occult is 1,
3.
3. Oh man, math is not my strong suit. Okay. So
Yeah, that's why like everyone when the dice hit and you can see the brains going click 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 click.
Okay, then I actually not gonna
I'm
do
like,
brownie
I made a
points.
We
huge
bought
mistake.
addition cards for this, you guys.
We drilled, okay?
19.
Ooh.
The cereal bits are
Yeah.
shapes, and you recognize those shapes as ancient Gaelic magic symbols.
That's not good. Guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
Find a prize?
No, well, maybe. Considering, I mean, I don't know what your real definition of a prize would be.
Well, it's
But-
usually like a toy that comes with the cereal.
Oh,
So you eat the
see.
cereal and then there's a prize at the bottom.
God damn it, Megan,
Or
I
if
know
you-
what a prize is!
If you flip it over, though,
You asked.
you get the prize first.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like Pogs.
Do you guys want to know what I found or not?
Yeah, sorry, Dee Dee.
Is it a holographic Pog?
That's
that's-
far too
yeah,
advanced for
that's-
1990
No, yeah,
X technology.
no.
That's like Star Trek stuff.
You
Okay.
guys, look at the spilled cereal. Do you not see a pattern
The milk goes good with cereal.
in the ancient Gaelic runes variety of pattern?
I mean, it does look strange.
Oh.
Thank you.
I only read
Thank
English.
You.
Okay,
You
okay.
don't see it, do you?
No.
All right, you see this right here?
Yeah.
That's an A. That's a C. This is a, oh, I think it says we're screwed.
Actually, as you're looking at the spill,
Uh-huh.
the cereal pieces start to move,
Oh, hell no.
Oh, wow. I take a step back.
Haunted
I
cereal.
am not doing that.
and they
This is not me.
spell out a message to you.
To me?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
The Morrigan is coming.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, I know that. Just like me, no, that, no.
What's it say though?
It says the Morrigan is coming.
The Morrigan.
The what?
There's more again coming. More mops.
Morrigan is a
I will
figure.
possess you and punch you.
That's to make you hit yourself in your junk.
Possess
Would
yourself
you
and
be
it'll hurt
punching me,
more.
or would I be punching you?
You'd be punching yourself.
Right in the grundle.
Tony, go ahead and take 3 brownie points.
Yay!
This is the game where when you trash talk on the side, you can actually win fabulous prizes.
Oh, the Morrigan is coming. This is not good. No, 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 no,
What
no.
what do we do about that though? Is there like you know, is it like a
personally, I would
festival?
find the largest hole, hide in it until it all blows over. Maybe go to the Winchester. Have us a pint.
Go up the stairs that go nowhere? Is that
Rescue mom.
okay?
Go to the Winchester. Have a pint.
let's
Wait till it all blows over.
let's
Half
start
the
with
people at the
shakers,
table haven't
okay?
watched it.
We can do a little bit of research and see if we can get some protections going on. You know, we have a full moon coming up soon. We just got out of retrograde for Mercury, okay? We cannot be having such a bad time right now.
But I thought we just had a full moon.
Am I off?
That's not a good sign.
Probably going to be coming during the new moon because she loves the dark.
All right. Let's finish the grocery shopping
So,
and then we'll go talk.
Yeah, is this cereal actually contaminated?
Should we take it with us? Will it keep giving us hints?
Yes.
Yeah.
I scoop it back into the box and stuff it down the front of my jumpsuit.
Okay.
I opened another box of the same brand to see if it's got the same runic characters in
Yes.
it, though.
It does.
Okay.
So
We
the-
load up the whole shopping cart with more boxes
mean, I
of
think-
Super
Can I
Oat
look
Brand.
where it's
Jet.
produced?
Yeah, you flip it over, and it is produced by the MMC Corporation in Janesville, Wisconsin.
Janesville,
Friggin'
that's a bad sign.
I was born there.
I know.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, we take a whole shopping cart of Super Oat Brand with us
Dude, I
because
think
it's contaminated.
I mean, personally, I think we should take all of it because what if somebody consumes all of that and then the Morrigan comes through them and then they explode and then there's everything everywhere and it just goes absolutely awful. And
So
then
what
it
you're
happens-
telling me is we shouldn't eat this?
Or should we force someone to eat it?
Or have I been
let's
eating
start
it in the
with
background
no.
the whole time?
Have you?
I have.
Uh-oh.
George,
What?
Go ahead and take 2 more brownie points,
I want to
and
tell
give
you,
me a muscles roll.
Uh-oh. Does his
Muscle.
gator
was I right?
wrestling help here at all?
why was I right?
Should I use
I thought
brownie
you took
points?
Gator.
No, he
wrestling.
took gator wrestling.
Oh.
I took
Might as
arm
well.
wrestling.
I'm gonna use 2 brownie points for 2 more dice.
Okay, your target is going to be 12.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
14.
That is not 14.
I don't know math. What is that?
Oh my
That's
god.
14. Oh, it is?
It is?
This is what happens when I'm
I'm
not
a
sitting in a
theater
spot where I
major.
can see everyone's dice.
I majored in theater.
14.
So like the idea that you guys are arguing about like, so we can't eat this, we shouldn't eat this, and like he walks past like,
Crunch,
eat
crunch.
what?
Yeah.
George, I want you to know you've always been my favorite.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I
That's
like
an odd
you too.
thing to say.
I like you
Just
too.
gonna put that out there.
When do you have a will?
Your arm is starting to feel itchy.
Oh.
And when you scratch it and you roll it back to scratch it, the runes are starting to appear on your
Sweet,
arm.
free tattoos.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Did I do a bad?
Yeah. You sure did.
What does it say? What does it say though?
Can you read this?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Okay. Well, it says.
It says all praise to the Morrigan. I will be a soldier in your endless war.
That's promising.
Drink more.
Hey, George.
Ovaltine.
2 brownie points to Sarah Babe.
Can we chat with the manager to see if this is a new product or if he's been selling a bunch?
I feel like Super Oat Bran is not going to be really popular.
It actually
Nice.
is, he says.
Oh.
It's really.
Well, you know what? That's great for a small company from Janesville. Very glad to hear it. Quick, take the whole cart and put it in the truck.
Check for some pallets in the back.
Well, I mean, people are trying to eat healthier, and they don't want those like sugary cereals, that kind of thing. Plus, like you said, it's a local product, so.
Love to support that local small business. No, really, take it all off the shelves.
Can I use my greater Murphy power to set the store on fire?
The whole store? The whole pick and save? You're depriving an entire neighborhood of its pick and save?
I'm a bad ghost.
So go ahead and roll your weird,
Okay.
You're a terrible person.
and you can spend brownie points if
Dead
you want.
person.
Okay, and the greater Murphy
Fair
gives me
enough.
3.
What the greater Murphy? So normally you'd
It's
be
on
rolling.
page 65.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So there are optional rules for people to play as ghosts and mad scientists and things like that, and we're using those because I mean, hey,
Fun.
it's fun. Sarah was like, Sarah always tends to be the person who is like, well, I want to play the weird thing. Come on, let's do it.
She ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Right. In fact, she is one. Oh, okay. So go ahead and you just roll those 2 dice. The specialty.
Okay. The special weird.
Yeah. So you got to spend some brownie points if you want something. So
Okay. Do
I will say if you want the whole store to suddenly pop on fire, that's going to be a 16 to hit.
Why is your instinct always to burn things? Every game ever.
Just too much Delta Green.
No, she was doing that before Delta Green.
And after. And after.
All right. We're going to spend a lot of brownie points because it's fun. Okay. 8, 9.
Someone check her math.
I mean, legit. You know, I'm not angry about it. Wait. Okay. 20.
I can't.
It's a 2-hour stream, Sarah.
I can't.
24. 24.
Okay.
I do. Well, nobody's in there, of course. 'Cause that's rude.
I mean, we're in
You know,
there.
what we could do is hook up one of the slime blowers to the sprinkler system and just kind of code everything in order to, as I'm saying this, I'm assuming there's a fire starting up behind me.
So tell me how the fire accidentally starts, or apparently accidentally.
Oh my
starts.
gosh. Okay. Can for the sake of awesomeness, can like I leave a little like slime trail, and that's flammable. So when I flick my cigarette.
No, I like that. No, I like the fact that you're like, oh man, I need to smoke, and you you grab like a matchbook out of the kitchen matches aisle, and you strike it, and you light your ghost cigarette, and you're happily puffing away as, and you're like, ah, and you drop it, and you're in the oily rag aisle apparently. No.
Cooking oil.
Yeah,
Barbecue,
yeah, like.
no, there's a barbecue aisle.
Right.
charcoal
And you
goes
throw
up.
it hits the shelf goes up, and then you're kind of like.
To be fair, we did just go through and shop the entire store, so.
So we're helping,
Set.
damn
We're set
it.
for a while.
Yeah.
So we watch as the ice cream truck. As the fire truck comes
Thanks
rolling.
for your continued business.
As you head back to the Ghostbusters headquarters, what is your next step here? So describe the headquarters. It's an old brewery, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, I think, didn't we?
We kind of changed it to Shakers, though.
Okay.
Shakers is a haunted cigar bar in Milwaukee. It
Yeah.
hasn't been updated since the 30s.
But we put a couple like vats for brewing beer in the back,
Yeah.
so that we could.
We
have
also
our
drilled a
own
hole
ghost
for a
container.
fire pole,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just because it needed one.
Yeah.
Like that was a condition of your employment, was like it has to have the fire pole, otherwise.
It's 3 stories.
Okay.
But I think pretty quickly we're looking up MMC Corporation, getting their distribution lines so we can tell how widespread this is.
Yeah, we found the phone number on the bottom of the box that was like, if you're not enjoying your cereal, give us a call.
If your cereal may cause an apocalypse, please call. Go ahead and give me a brains check.
Oh darn.
Your target is going to be 13 here.
You got this.
So Rob,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
could this have something to do with the Zodiac anyway?
Now, Jordan,
I'm
you know that
reaching.
I am a strict rulesitarian, and that there is no possible way. That, of course, it is. You just have to BS your way into it. So, you tell me how astrology works on this. If
So
it-
Waxed and gibbous, so that means Jordan's very good at talking to people right now.
does it involve a soccer ball?
It's
Because
not. You know, I am just discovering that Dee Dee's a Gemini, which means that
Whoa,
I
rude.
should be able to roll double.
Yeah.
okay, so just go ahead and roll your astrology and
Okay.
figure it out.
Thank you. That's 1 extra die.
3.
3 extra die. Can I borrow 3 die? Thank you.
Just don't ask me to count them for
Yeah, I
you.
won't.
What targets did I give you? I forget.
Huh?
You didn't.
I didn't give you a target yet? Okay. What are you looking for?
MMC Corporation's information, their distribution line, and all the fun stuff we can do to shut that down.
Okay.
Do we have the internet right now?
No.
No.
Call
We're gonna
customer
call we're gonna call that
It's late
a
80s,
15
early
to
90s.
hit.
15, okay. Well, I hope I get 15 with all these die. So.
Oh, yes, you did. I can tell that right now.
So that's 20. 10. 31.
Jesus.
Okay. So, um,
30.
it's bad. Even though they are producing, they're a smaller producer. They're not necessarily like like a Kellogg's or General Mills or something. Their distribution is international, and like in addition to the Super Oat brand. They've also done like subcontracting for the bigger people. So the Super Oat brand is kind of their first like main line on its own.
Whew.
That's not
great.
good.
Also, you pull up their corporate logo, and it's very clearly the symbol of the mother, the maiden, and the crone.
Oh, cheesy, crazy.
how did they get past our sorcerers, our people that look for this weird stuff?
Well, yeah, but then nobody paid them. Like I'm sure there's a file at the home office in New York that's all about it, but nobody ever actually was like, yeah, you should hire us to.
I'm gonna have to write in a complaint.
I think what happened. I wonder if they fell afoul of. Oh no, the sourcing department I think got devastated because there was a lawsuit with Procter and Gamble, and
Procter and Gamble.
they after that the money kind of dried up, and Louis Tully decided to put the money elsewhere.
So do we need to go blow up a factory in Janesville?
Is that gonna solve? Well, maybe it has the source of the power there. That's a good idea, Megan.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Hey, I thought of something.
It's my plan. All right.
I think meanwhile, I'm like, do you need anything, George? An extra pillow? Some water?
I'd like this off my arm. If can you do that?
We could find someone who does that laser tattoo
Did
removal
Morgan
thing.
update
See if
my message?
How's your Wi-Fi?
It's not great.
No, it's still there. Have you still been eating the cereal?
No.
No, I think we took it away from him. We took it away
That pause
from him.
was too long.
I
The
feel
answer
I
is
feel
no.
like for maybe 3 brownie points you like they took away that box, but you pulled another one from the.
It's good. I mean,
Oh my God.
Someone could call it addictive.
Needed to get your fiber in for the day.
yeah, my poops are better.
So then, in that case, yes, it's spread up. And you now have runes on your chest. They're kind of like basically they're like a rash. Where they spell out, these ancient.
So is the more cereal I eat, am I getting like more of the message?
Mm-hmm.
So
What
I
does
should
it
keep
say?
eating the cereal then.
I feel like
I
that's a
imagine
poor idea.
he's in the kitchenette of the headquarters, like no, because like you didn't like it at first, but by the time the runes stretched across, you were really kind of, like it's a kind of a woodsy taste that you're. Like,
Yeah, I don't mind it without milk. The guy drank it all, but it's good.
Is there more to the message, or does it go on to, I will be a soldier in your army, and these are the exact tasks I'll use to kill all of your friends?
I mean, like, that would be helpful.
I say you just keep eating until it repeats.
Or,
That way we know we get it all.
Or, and I'm not a very smart woman, so take this with a grain of salt. He could stop eating it.
No,
What if there's
that was
something
actually a really
important?
smart thing to say.
I like that you're the one who's like the I'm just a simple.
Tawny, roll your brains. Let's see if I listen to you.
I rolled a 5
Oh, that's a.
she only rolled 1 die. so
because
you
I
can't-
only have
Oh,
1 in
boy.
brains, you guys.
Oh my
Can
god.
I use my sports facts on that?
How?
I got a 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I keep eating.
So the message that stretches across his torso continues sort of the message and says, all who consume the word of the Morrigan will join her army when the time is right and the moon is nigh.
Can I argue these are road snacks and we're already driving?
can I
Yes,
also
that means I was
question
right about the new moon.
whether or
That's
not they
correct.
make any other products, perhaps like alphabet soup, or
For what intent?
to see how widespread this might be. Are they selling only oat bran cereal, or are they also selling alphabet soup and?
They are selling other products, but none of them have any sort of, as far as you can tell, occult
Okay,
leanings
that's
or anything.
good.
Because even this was a secret occult leaning that only a ghost from the 1930s can pick up upon.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
So you want to get on the road here to Janesville?
Yeah. I assume we need to go.
It's about 2 hours from Milwaukee, so.
Hour
Hour and a half.
45.
The sooner we go,
Depends on traffic.
faster we beat the moon, hopefully.
Okay.
We'd like to race the moon.
So go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Ethan.
Ghost?
Mhm.
Ghost?
Oh, no.
Oh no.
That's our first ghost.
All right,
Great
we're all packed up, ready to go.
Shit. What happens if I punch it?
Can I use my mechanical repair?
You can. Now this is a regular roll.
Hey.
Go ahead, and the mechanical repair is going to be a 16 here that you got to hit.
Let's use 2 brownie points. $10, $20, 30. I think I hit it. I'm up to 45.
Yeah,
Of all
you
the
did.
times, it's running better than ever.
Turns out it was broken. Now it's fixed.
Yeah, tell me how you fix it. What do you do?
So my goal is to prove that ghosts can be used as a green energy source to power vehicles.
Okay.
You're welcome.
No.
For that.
Yes.
Are you running the
No.
mob through the engine?
Yes.
Did you plug it into me?
I was gonna say I plugged it into the trap.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
much
That's
better. I'm
awesome.
okay with that.
Maybe not ethical, but
It's Ghost Mop.
So you turn it and you're like, oh yeah, of course. And everyone's like, what? And he's like, well, I made a couple of modifications to the engine. And he opens the front of the engine of the ice cream truck. And instead of like the engine that you expect, there's basically a like the
The
containment
hamster
unit.
wheel. And the traps and no.
It's It's basically like the opening of the containment unit, and you just go.
Mr. Burton, how could you? That's so cruel.
does
You
the
know-
tank
I mean, it
now
does cut
take
down
fill?
on greenhouse gases.
Dinosaurs.
As a zoologist, I can confirm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Like Tony's like, we need to play this game forever, Rob.
Yes.
Everything I've known is a lie.
I mean, I'm gonna stand up for him and say I don't think he'd use you as the.
I do think this might be how Blades in the Dark happens, but
Yeah.
It's a deep cut, Ethan. I like it.
All right, let's get rolling.
So now he starts the engine, and instead of the like do 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 do, you hear like
So much better. So much better.
I will give myself 2 brownie points. Thank you very much.
Dee Dee is deeply uncomfortable.
So roll another regular d6 for me, please.
3.
Okay. As you are making your way out into the onto the highway, you're
Do we need to make our way downtown?
yeah.
Walking fast.
Faces pass.
Ethan's homebound.
And for some reason, the other cars are giving you a fairly wide berth.
We do have our emergency siren on. So.
Well, now the screaming has turned into screaming of
How did it get worse?
Oh man.
the traffic light changes like out of nowhere. Like you maybe might distracted by something. I don't know what. So go ahead and give me a
Moves using my drive talent.
Yeah. I think Ethan's
Nice,
like, we
nice.
have to play this because I've optimized this character.
You really did.
Is the DC at least 20 that time?
26.
Man.
Oh, you missed.
I'm just over here eating cereal like a jackass.
Do you hit? So it flicks yellow. Do you gun through it or do you hit? The
I gun
brakes?
through it.
Okay.
Straight.
As the the ice cream truck bottoms out and goes up the freeway ramp.
Can I use the opportunity to knock the box of cereal that he has in his hand out of the window?
No! Yeah, you give me a moves, you give me a muscle.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh.
I am so sorry. Tony.
No.
Will sleight of hand help me here because I'm trying to be? Oh no. Arm wrestling might help me here because my arms are
You're
so
wrestling
jacked.
his arm
And I'm
Yeah,
wrestling
away
his
from
If
the
you
box.
literally grab his arm
yeah,
and
yeah.
no, stop it.
I don't think I need brownie points.
I'm using 5 brownie points.
He's
That
been
was it.
earning them like crazy.
Is that a ghost
That
I
is
see?
a ghost.
37 with a ghost.
7?
37 with
Oh,
a ghost.
37 with
37.
a ghost.
37.
22.
All right.
Can I suggest there's a car window open and the person driving next to us?
Absolutely.
It's a convertible.
Ooh.
Thanks for that.
Ethan, go ahead and take 2 brownie points.
Ethan always
Good
makes
job,
great
Megan.
awful suggestions.
At least it stopped you.
Yeah, it's like a BMW convertible.
I
And-
yell at it, don't eat that, but they can't hear me over the screaming of the siren.
No, they actually start like pull behind you and start like beeping at you.
I stick my head out and go, sorry, throw that away.
No,
Yep.
what? And the car pulls up next to you and the guy is like, I'm going to sue you for the damage you did to my car with your errant cereal.
This is a very unsafe driving practice.
I mean, you can try,
It's
but you'd have to.
pronounced airborne cereal.
Rob.
Yeah?
Rob, okay, I have charm. I'm gonna go into this guy's car and be like, sir, you really don't want
Oh,
to
Jesus,
relax."
we're going to cause like a pile up.
Okay, roll your charm here.
Plus 3.
Your target is your target is 6.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I won't.
Well, remember when you succeed, the more you succeed by, the better you do. So
Well, I mean, I feel like it's still gonna be a lot. Oh, okay, fine.
We have the points to burn.
Where at? Why are so many 6s? This is hard to. 2, 6, 8.
It hurts my soul.
do you need to take your shoes off for the toes?
Do you want me to pop over and
33. I got it.
33.
I got it. Sorry.
All right. How do you charm him? Like this is like, siren, this isn't just like you being like, oh, I'm very sweet. Like this is you
Yeah.
like, come and do my that.
I think it's gonna be like, hi, sweetie, you got a real pretty car.
So did you charm the pants off of him?
I mean, mate. Oh.
I think we're supposed to be PG-13, y'all.
Well,
I mean, I might. I
Good.
could have. Yeah.
So Dee Dee's like, I'll take care of it, guys, and she just vanishes.
Maybe we should pull over. I could clean the cereal out of your car.
Oh, boy.
Well, looks like you got some on your pants. I can help with you.
As we cut to Janesville,
I apologize, Tony. I will not touch your pants.
Yeah.
Tony's like, I don't know what to do.
I don't.
And the truck pulls up by the MMC plant, and already you can see dark clouds gathering over the plant.
Looks like there's a storm coming in, y'all.
Go ahead and give me an astrology roll here, Jordan.
I'm gonna take 3 more dice.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't a cult roll help us all?
You're not here. You're
Oh, yeah.
handling
business.
Cereal.
public relations.
I am business
in both
ghost.
the sense of public relations and relations that are in public.
Yeah.
Yo. I'm a business ghost.
And it's
Ooh,
business time.
Nelly. It's a lot. I rolled a lot, Rob.
Wow, yeah, you rolled a lot of stuff.
That's
Oh, God. 34.
18. Yeah, it's 34.
You look at the clouds and you do the calculations and you realize that if there was a night to summon the Morrigan, it would be tonight. And all they would need would be the souls of like a few 100,000 people that, you know, maybe consume some ruins that, oh, that's where that's coming from, as you see streaking soul energy making its way into the factory.
You should have taken Jupiter into account.
Give me... Take a brownie point. Tony, go ahead and give me a cool roll here.
Okay.
Your target is going to be 14.
Can you lie about it?
Rob's sitting too close to him.
No, I think he has the skill.
Yeah, he has
lie.
a skill line.
Can I? Yeah, I can use a brownie point after the fact.
So, what is your roll?
I rolled a 13.
Oh, woof.
Time.
So normally you can use brownie points to buy up, basically up to the very little failure.
Yeah, but you can't go over the line.
But you can't flip it to a success.
Okay.
Never cross the streams.
So your boy failed.
Okay.
First character now?
Ghost.
The first time. Now the ruins are glowing,
Oh, good.
and
Hey, George.
I'm gonna ask if you can do this. Actually, even if you can't, I want you to try to do it. Do an Irish accent.
Yes, please.
Hello.
I'm
going
You
to
can make it
apologize
as
to
Lucky
any-
Charms as possible.
so sorry, Ireland.
Sarah's probably going like she's gonna.
My
have a s-
favorite band is the Cranberries.
Oh my God, yes. Thank you, Rob. Brownie points, 3 of them.
Good job, Rob. Good job.
Because you are feeling the control of the Morrigan starting to like it's a soul long dead for thousands of years that is being called back to bring the Morrigan in her ultimate fury as a war goddess to life. So
And all
so-
you can say is, where are my Lucky Charms?
so basically imagine that you're sort of at war with like your regular personality and the personality of this long dead Irish.
No, I must be faithful to Zoology Morrigan. I am your faithful servant. Please help, you guys. I can't do this
Hey,
forever.
George, I don't want to alarm you.
Oh my
You're
God, take your
speaking
brownie points.
funny.
I need cereal, please.
No, I threw that all away. Is he talking funny or is it just me?
I think you did, yeah.
Okay.
I'm done.
Oh my God. Well, you know where there's cereal. It's in yonder plant.
Oh.
Can I take the bucket from the beach kit and put it over his head
Or
so that we can...
Oh yeah.
does
Blind
someone
the
have a
Morrigan.
slime blower?
I didn't bring one. I have a parachute.
I have one in the trunk, but
We're in the car.
Ice cream trucks don't have trunks?
in the
They-
back.
It's
of
in the
truck.
freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically
okay.
they removed the freezer bit, and that's where the like it literally is. We just turned off the freezer, and that's where we threw all of our crap.
I'm fine with grabbing the slime out and throwing it at him. I'm fine with that. Can we do that? I want to do
Well,
that.
go ahead and
Yeah, I
try
mean,
to
it
bucket his
insulates
head
him.
first. What is your move score?
My moves is 2.
Okay, so your target is 8 with your muscle.
With my muscle. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
7.
And will sleight of hand work here because I'm being
it's,
sneaky?
It's
Damn.
arm wrestling.
It would be arm wrestling. You're right.
I
I'm gonna
have
use
to say,
some
Tony,
brownie points.
I need cereal. It's gonna haunt my dreams.
Cereal.
We're like,
I am
I
using
mean-
3 brownie points for 3 dice.
target is 8.
Okay. I rolled some 1s in here. They're not good. 10.
I see your hand twitching, ready to pluck those and throw them in the dice
21,
jail, even though.
24. One of them was the ghost die. You won't let me do that, but those go in temporary dice jail. 24.
Well, yeah. All right. Poop! The bucket from the beach kit goes over your head.
Oh, my Lady Morrigan, I can't see you, but I'll find you.
Oh no, you won't. You're gonna find this bucket.
Okay. Can I climb him?
You can be back on the scene here in a second.
Okay, okay.
So we'll get back to you in a moment.
Sure, no problem.
I'm
busy being business ghost.
business time. So what do you do now that you've arrived at the factory? You've got a worsening George Foreman wearing a bucket.
I have Burton help me pull the slime thrower out.
Okay.
And
I'm driving
Well,
Or-
you're
no,
you're
we're
at
there.
the
We're
factory,
at the place.
into the factory.
like smashing into it, or like
I mean, you could probably go through an open.
If
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
any dock
yeah,
doors
yeah.
open, I'm hitting those.
Well,
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd easily break from the car.
yeah. You finally Ethan gets to talk about his where he's
Right.
biking. Yeah, you pull into the into the dock, and you've been winding your way kind of through the campus, and there is nobody here, as far as you can see, at least outside.
Nobody.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you.
Factory run by ghosts.
Oh no, there are people.
Oh.
Now that you're inside, you see a couple of them on the gantry, and they are staring down at you. And they are chewing cereal that dribbles out of their mouth, and their eyes are milky white.
Oh, gross. Milk tears? That can't smell good. Okay.
Why would you think about what it smells
Because
like?
once milk dries and then anyhow, gross.
Why are you thinking about what the milk tears smell like? It's gross enough to begin
It comes
with.
from your eye, goes into your nose.
Oh,
Yo,
stop.
no, look, I understand basic biology.
For the love of God, let's
No.
move on, please.
As long as there's space, I'm driving, and if there isn't space, I'm driving harder to try to figure out where.
Could we all pretend to be serial zombied?
Y'all got
'Cause
white
they're in
contacts
your
you can
head?
get?
What?
Y'all got white contacts you can get?
No, but we can
If
pour
have
milk on our faces.
Question:
if we have the
Is there
flamethrower-
sunblock in the beach
There's
kit?
totally sunblock in
We
the
can
beach
close
kit.
our
It's,
eyes, put sunblock on our eyelids.
there.
Yep. No,
No.
it's a great plan. Take 2 more brownie
no.
points, Ethan.
It's a terrible plan.
It's a great Ethan plan.
I mean, I know. Which still makes it a terrible plan.
No wonder you wear glasses, is all I'm going to say.
Okay, so it seems like the two plans here, as always, here on Theater of the Mind Players, it's like, all right, let's bring it together.
Oh no.
Are Ethan trying to wedge the ecto-cooler mobile through the hallways of the factory plant to try to find the center of the disturbance, or you go the Imhotep route and paint your eyes with...
Why don't we do both though?
Oh, well,
We'll be riding in the thing, looking like zombies. That way, when we get there, we can get out and no one will be suspicious.
So we can put
I'm
sunblock
dumb.
on the headlights of the car, so we can pretend that that's possessed.
The car is possessed.
okay.
We did have cereal in here for quite a while.
Which was all consumed by me.
Yes.
Except for the stuff that went into the...
Yep, the beamer.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a driving check. I think your target to get to the center of the disturbance via the different hallways is going to be 30.
Ooh.
Let's use
Damn, Rob.
2 more brownie points.
Like,
that I
it is
just
not
got.
easy to drive a truck through, like, even a factory.
I
many
mean, I
dice.
think.
That is 1 ghost.
We got a ghost.
Have you ever driven a truck through a factory, Rob? Not that hard.
31 and a ghost.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going to give you the devil's choice here, Ethan.
Oh no.
Great.
Does the ice cream truck die a noble death? Or when you get out and start doing your zombie bit, do you realize that somewhere along the way, you've lost George Foreman?
Oh no.
I think the ice cream truck finally dies because we need George Foreman to lead us in the proper direction.
Okay. So
Buckethead Foreman.
like you're driving the truck through the factory, and the hallways keep getting thinner and thinner until you're actually in like pedestrian
There's about
areas.
a 20-minute scene of me trying to back up.
Yeah.
Austin Powers
Then
style.
there's the Austin Powers like, whoop,
Yep.
wait, no,
Yep.
whoop, wait, okay, no, whoop, wait, oh, no, okay. That's when Dee Dee returns from her business trip and is like, no, you did.
No, you turn
all
it
the
other
way, all
other
the-
way. No, then you back up. No, just get out of the vehicle. You're embarrassing yourself at this point.
Guys, I think it's stuck.
Yeah, and it is, and you've wedged it in there. This is as far as it's going.
Okay. Everyone load up with whatever you need.
All right.
Climb out the...
Is there anything we should
The
swap
sunroof.
out for any of my weird
Do
things?
we have a rope we can put around Mr.
I have climbing gear
Cereal
that
face?
we
Yep.
can use to do that with.
Yeah, let's put the rope around him so we can just basically walk you like, I'm so sorry, walk you like a dog.
That's fine.
Like
Okay, so we
that's
tie the rope around his
seriously
waist and
dog.
then take the bucket off his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just takes off.
Yeah. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to?
Thank you for this.
I've thrown the keys behind me and grabbed some different equipment.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
So to track him, you're going to either need to make a brains roll to keep an eye on him, or
I just need to apologize to anybody who's Irish, please. I'm so sorry.
or you have to make a muscle roll to rein him in on the.
What's your brains?
5.
My muscles also 5.
Well,
All right. Why don't you both roll? No, roll your brains, roll your muscles, and we'll see who wins. So roll your brains, roll your muscles, and we'll see which. Since you're using both techniques here, plus it's always fun to watch Tawny and Jordan competitively roll dice with one another.
Well, I rolled a ghost.
I also rolled a ghost.
Oh no.
And 17
Uh,
and with a ghost. 17 with a ghost.
oh no. It's a 20 with a ghost.
All right.
We
Well.
crossed the streams.
that's how we lost George Foreman.
No. They both succeeded at the roll here. Because what's your moves again, George?
2.
Okay, yeah. So he's like, you keep grabbing at the rope, and you're like, whoa, and you're running behind them, and you finally come to one of the big grain, there's this big piece of grain machinery, and it's been ripped off of its supports and flipped onto its side so that the top is open, and it now looks like a giant cauldron.
Oh, okay. I was going a
Double,
completely
double
different
toil
way.
and
It was going to
trouble.
be a fan and people.
And
going
that is
through-
what the witch ghosts above the cauldron are chanting as the
When
energy.
shall we three meet again in thunder, lightning, or in cereal?
One brownie point for
Thank you.
the deep cut Shakespeare reference. As the spectral energy is growing, and the head of the Morrigan is forming, heavily like braided with the but the symbols that have been attached to George Foreman's chest are wrapped. The hair is wrapped around them for the braiding as she is slowly starting to form. Since both of you rolled ghosts,
Yeah.
please choose one bit of equipment that you lost along the way.
Walkie-talkie, hands down. It's been useless.
Should I keep up with the same Z's with Tawny? I'll go sideways. I'll do the PK meter.
Okay.
PHE meter.
I'll take those back. Thank you. Like just during the chase, like you turned a corner and it just came off of your belt loop or whatever. You just don't know where it is. The witch ghosts.
Which ghosts?
Yeah.
Which?
Where
The
ghosts?
witch ghosts.
Which ghosts?
Yeah, the witch ghosts.
No,
What?
which ghosts?
The witch ghosts.
Oh boy.
Where?
The where ghosts?
No, the which ghosts?
I think he's on second base.
That amused me. Thank you.
They are going to use their poltergeist skill.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh no, it's not that bad.
Now they rolled a ghost,
Oh.
but that's
That's
good for them. Yeah.
I don't like that, Rob.
That's fair.
Y'all are screwed.
You're one of us.
One of
Excuse
us.
me? I am a
One
ghost.
of us.
Yeah.
Can I have everybody make a moves check with a difficulty of 8?
Does
no.
sneak
Brownie
help?
points.
No.
What about sleight of hand?
Like something like dodge or run, because they see you
Using
enter,
3. I'm using 3 of those.
and one of the witches points at one of the other like vat tanks, and it pops open, and a milk tendrils like snakes out of it and forms like a dragon head.
Is this turning into Delta Green right now?
Ooh.
No, there's no trash beds.
What was the target?
Ah,
8.
trash bed. Stop
Oh.
it.
God. I got 12.
Target was 8?
Mhm.
Oh, thank God. I got an 8.
10.
Okay.
15.
10.
As the milk dragon lets loose its breath of rotting milk,
Oh, gross.
all of you are like, no, thank you, and duck behind cover in the various bits and pieces of the factory. But you also see more of the cereal zombies with bits and pieces that they're chewing dripping off of their faces approach inside the factory. So who has the hot? What's everybody move? What is everybody's moves skill? 3,
Go.
2, 2,
1.
1, 4. Ethan, what are you doing, Mr. Burton?
I'm thinking I should do the thing I want to do in the grocery store, which is get a slime blower and try to hook it up to the sprinkler system.
Okay.
Do you have a slime
I
blower?
do not. Does anyone have one that wants to trade?
Okay, listen. I feel like hooking up a slime blower while 3 witch ghosts are summoning
Well, that's
another
your issue
ghost.
then.
I did say that I grabbed a slime blower earlier.
You did.
Mhm.
We
So
left
you-
a bunch in the truck.
But I said that I grabbed one. So
did.
you can take mine.
Okay.
What are you giving me for it?
Ecto goggles.
Would you pass that down?
Sure.
I like
Not my
so
favorite.
much of this is like gotta catch them all. Like there's trading going on.
You have one
Okay,
down there.
so go ahead and give me a mechanical repair roll.
Nice.
Your target is going to be 20.
Let's use 2 more brownies.
That's a lot of ones,
10.
sir.
20.
Okay.
25, 26, 27. 27.
27? Okay. So you've got the blower. You run down to the tank. You're grabbing hoses and plugging them in, and you should be able to get the flow through on the sprinkler system next turn. Who has the 3 moves? What are you doing?
I now don't have anything with which to attack anything. So I put my goggles on, and I get my walkie-talkie ready,
Oh, Jesus.
and I tell everybody with a walkie-talkie updated movements about what I can see around me.
Who here has a walkie-talkie?
Useless!
Danielle, that's cool.
I lost it somewhere in the warehouse.
Well,
So
yeah.
Cool, cool.
Cool.
So I'll just talk to whoever can hear me.
Yeah, you're like you're radioing, and I think there's like a CB trucker who's like,
breaker.
breaker. What exactly is going on here, little lady?
I hit the alert thing on it just to see and then listen, and I cannot hear any other walkie-talkie thing go off around me, and I'm like, whatever. Chuck it behind me.
Go ahead and take
Take
2
that.
brownie points for that
You could have at
sad
least
sad
thrown
bit.
it at the performing Morrigan.
Moves of 2.
Hello.
I'm at a 1.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, what are you doing?
Or
Do you want
no,
George Ford?
no, I have an idea. Are there any mechanical components that are helping form the more? Oh, I want to break the freaking thing they're using as the cauldron
Okay.
with my Murphy points.
Okay. That's going to be a 25.
Ooh.
Woof.
You know what? I got this. We can do this.
Smoke all
Come on,
those brownie
2 dice. Yeah, I mean, right. Let's try. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with this. So that's 8. And then 9, 10,
Are you using 12 brownies?
12.
Jesus.
Okay, so 4.
That's going to take a minute.
15. Rude.
So Jordan, I should have gave you my
Accurate,
proton
but
pack
rude.
instead of the
Shots
goggles.
fired.
Probably would have been wise, yeah.
Okay.
20.
It's
So,
too late.
Tony, what are you doing?
32, so we're good. It's at least 32, and I didn't roll ghosts.
Okay. Well, still, Tony, what are you doing?
Can I do anything?
What? Yeah, yes, that's why I asked you.
Am I the only like acolyte of Morrigan walking around?
No, there are the serial zombies are also.
Okay, so am I able to like figure out how to break out of it and then like break others out of it?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and give me a cool roll here.
Okay. Do I have a?
What are you doing to do that? Like, how are you breaking the
Trying an
milky
English
sleep
accent,
of
maybe?
Colleen here?
Going for RP.
Yeah. Becoming
Scottish. Going for
becoming
Scottish.
Scottish. I don't know.
Move the goalpost.
Just pretend you're from Britain
Sure.
because they
Ooh,
Irish.
oh, they'll really-
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay. I tried.
Also, what could you lie about since that is one
Oh.
of your traits?
Implied that you're from Britain.
Not necessarily.
I could lie about
Being Morrigan.
what?
Tell them to stop eating the cereal
Yeah, tell
by
her
pretending
she's not
to
the real
be
Morrigan.
the Morrigan.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Okay. So, play a little scene here. How are you pretending to be the Morrigan?
I
More Irish.
I just feel like I have possessed this body, everyone. Please come and worship me in my new human form.
Zombie, zombie,
All of the zombies come to me.
Good lord.
Roll it.
Okay. Do I have a target?
Your target is 25.
Ooh, I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
you're
get
gonna.
a little.
You've been earning them all night.
better.
Might as well smoke them.
Yep.
Fish, you better.
Screw it. This is like burn him if you got him. So I'm gonna do 5.
Really, that's burn him if you got him.
I mean,
He has a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay.
You have to count him after you roll him.
I mean, yeah.
True.
We have discovered that
oh
I know
no.
Uh-oh.
All right, while he's counting, what are you doing?
Okay. So I brought a parachute
I
with
finally
me.
figured out that to give them map time, we should keep the story.
I
moving.
brought a parachute with me, and I would like to use it to try and capture the 3 witches.
Okay. That's going to be a moves check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your target is going to be.
I did it.
I have a lot of brownie points. Yeah, this is fine. We can do this.
I'm done.
19.
I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna use 7 brownie points.
Okay. While you're doing that, let's cut back here. What did you roll?
I rolled 35,
Okay.
but
Ghosty?
I got a ghost.
Ghosty. Okay. I am your Morrigan leader, and the serial zombies start to move forward, like they start to move forward and menace you, and then they stop and fall to their knees and start to.
Can someone get my chair and whip from the car?
But the ghost here is obviously you start to lift up into the air.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And you see that the witches above the cauldron are now like they're basically pulling you to them because you will be the vessel of the Morrigan.
Good.
The vessel with the pestle.
So I guess I just keep it up. I'm just like, yes, we're on the same
Well, yeah,
side.
but see, when you actually get possessed, the George part of you goes away.
Oh yeah. Bye, George.
What
Um,
was my target?
it was 19.
Oh, thank God. Yes! I rolled a 20. There's so many ones.
How many brownie points do you use?
7.
You know.
Those are some burnt brownies, man. Wow. All
That's
right.
why she jails her dice.
These are going into temporary jail. So
Is this yours?
No, it's the one that I threw.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Please bring those back.
they're old.
Well, no, these are actually new,
Okay.
but they're out of print because they. So, slight tangent break. The original game actually used cards, like breakout cards that you could punch out, but because that game is long since out of print, because the license is gone and yada yada yada, there was actually another show that did it, and they actually printed up new versions of the cards. But now that show is out of print, and it's like so. Anyway, what I'm saying is, if you can find a copy of this at a garage sale, buy it. Anyway.
I rolled a 20. And I was using my parachute to capture the witches.
You throw the parachute out and wrap it around them, and you hear their muffled cries of shock and excitement as the parachute wraps around them. They. What do they do?
Cackle?
Foretell the fall of Burnham
No,
Wood.
they start pulling you towards one of the grain processors that's like chewing up
Ooh.
pieces.
I don't like that.
So go ahead and give me a muscles check here.
Great. Arm wrestling help me here at all?
No.
I'm using my arms to wrestle
No.
the parachute.
No.
Okay.
Well, let me
Using-
ask you this. Do you have some sort of headwear that you can turn like a switch?
Why, yes, Rob, I do. And then I regrip.
Encourager.
Right. So yeah, go ahead and roll your arm wrestling there.
That's an over-the-top reference for.
Slice
Both
alone, y'all.
in the
Slice
film and
alone.
also an over-the-top reference.
Oh, that's a lot of 6s, but there's a ghost.
Well, yeah, I'm right here.
39 with a ghost. 12, 18, 24, 30, 39 with a ghost.
Okay. You hold your ground from them pulling you into the machine, but one of them escapes.
Ooh. Okay.
And it starts to fly around the grain machine, and is basically pulling all of the spectral energy into like its wake. And once it's collected it starts to head straight for George Foreman.
Uh-oh.
What are you going to do? George, what are you going to do, George? Because this is coming directly at you here.
So explain what I'm dealing with.
One of the witches is riding its broom, and behind it, the spectral energy that they've been collecting is shooting. Basically, they're making like a straight bull run at you.
Do I have any control over my body being possessed?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I still wearing my proton pack?
Yeah. You also still have your ghost trap.
Can I drop the trap and unleash on the witch?
No, but you could hold it in front of you like this and have it open that way.
See, that's why you're the DM.
So go ahead and give me a moves roll to do that properly.
Oh boy.
Your target
Uh-huh.
is 21.
Jesus. Right.
Burn more brownies.
Burning in, but more here. Okay.
Secret notes.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
If you need ghost die, your Gamehole Con die works perfectly.
I got
as one.
18.
Just a heads
Okay.
up.
I mean, yeah, it does.
So once again, if you want to spend 2 more brownie points, that will get you to very little failure,
Did
as
it?
opposed to some amount of failure.
Done did it?
Which means that you open the trap and it's too slow. Like it zooms past you as you're being. This is how we're gonna do it. You're levitating there. The ghosts are coming at you. You're ready to hit it, and then Dee Dee smashes into you and pushes you out of the way of the thing before the power could overwhelm you.
Sarah, don't cry during Ghostbusters.
I'm not gonna cry during Ghostbusters.
You're making a face.
I'm not making a face.
You have a face. It's either A, I'm gonna cry, or B, I'm gonna burn something to the ground.
Yeah.
Wait, I like this idea better, especially since we're running close to the end here. She doesn't push you out of the way. She envelops you.
Oh.
And the spectral energy, like basically stops for a second. Like, why do you care, or why do you stop the Morrigan from possessing this meat bag?
Because if anyone's gonna possess him, it's gonna be me. Because you're way too ugly.
You want to hit the switch on the...
I want to duct tape the slime blower so it stays on pumping, and
Mhm.
then throw the proton pack I have into the spinning blades and tell everyone to duck and run.
Okay. Well, I thought you were just hitting everybody with slime out of the sprinkler system.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I assume I'm like up higher. I can get in the rafters.
Yeah, you can. You don't need to blow up a proton pack, is what I'm saying.
But it could be fun.
It's like, Rob, you're not listening to me. All right, so you...
Proton bomb.
In a way,
Remember
it's,
when
so
Jimmy
yeah.
got
So
arrested?
you hit switch 1. The proactive slime rains down on the scene, and yeah, everyone gets covered in mood slime. except for you, ironically enough. You're just covered in DD slime, which
Oh.
you guys are going to probably have.
Heyo.
That's
There's probably going to be an HR meeting in your future.
I mean, she is PR though. So.
Yeah. And then you huck one of the proton packs into the thresher, and clang, clang, clang. It supercharges the slime that's raining down, and it's a total protonic reversal, obviously, because it causes the witches to evaporate into the strange, weird beyond, and like we see as DD like floats down to the ground, and basically lets you out of the weirdest elevator you've ever been on. And as you hear the groans of the grain zombies, as much like the poor janitor at the grocery store, they have eaten far too many far too many bowls of oat bran.
You'll hear that sound in your head for a long time. In your head. Zombies. Zombies.
And that is where we end our Ghostbusters adventure. Holy cats. All right. Thank you all for coming out to watch the show. Thank everybody out there in the magical internet for watching us on Twitch. We do a lot of games. We alternate between short seasons and one-shots of a variety of games. This past season, we've done Delta Green, we've done Cyberpunk Red, we've done
Broken Compass.
Broken
twice.
Compass
Things
with
from the
Amy
Bud.
Vorpal and without Amy Vorpal. We've done Storm Furies, we've done Morkborg, we've done
Aegon was this year.
no,
that was last year.
It's hard for us to remember which year this is.
We're working on Basin right now.
So yeah, check out our YouTube page if you prefer to watch our handsome faces. If you just want to put us in your ear holes, we are available on podcasts everywhere. Make sure wherever you check us out to please like and subscribe, so that way we feel like we're not screaming into the void. If you really enjoyed what you see here and want to support us directly, we do have a Patreon. All of it is available through Theater of the Mind Players. When we got a little time here, let's go down the line. What is the first show that everybody thinks that you should check out first? We'll start with, who do we start with? We'll start with Ethan. You're the quiet one.
I'm gonna go with Aegon.
Aegon is a fantastic, heroic, mythic Greek fantasy, and that is likely one of my favorite characters of Ethan because he played Domon, the plaything of Aphrodite. And if you thought that he was hilarious here, you should see him in ancient Greece. Tawny, what?
I gotta say, Tales from the Loop. It holds a very special place in my heart. It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tales from the Loop is one of many of the Free League games that we've played. If you're itching for Stranger Things and can't wait for the new season to come out, that will definitely scratch your itch. Tony?
I was going to say Tales from the Loop, but considering Tawny said it, I'm actually going to say our most recent, which was Fallout. It was one of our, I think, funnier and really enjoyable story-wise, but then it also had a lot of combat, which was really fun to get into. So I would say that one.
I totally agree. We really enjoyed Falloutizing Milwaukee. So if you want to see how we think that the Fallout world would change Milwaukee, and you want to see battles between the Bronzers and the Fonzers, and all sorts of weird elements like that.
The cult known as the
the cult of
Church
Happy
of
Day
Happy Day
Saints.
Saints.
Church of Happy
Church
Day
of the Happy Day Saints. Sarah?
100% Delta Green. That was a game I played once and didn't play for like another 20 years. And it was lovely to play it again, and all of our characters are just so well developed, and the story is so compelling, and it's creepy, but like in a good way. So yeah,
As
definitely.
opposed to
Delta
just
Green.
like me, who's just creepy. Yeah.
No, like creepy in a way as opposed to a it's a lot of blood way. So yeah, I really like it. It's great.
No, keep those.
Yeah.
Jordan.
I would have to say Morkborg. That
Yes.
was so rad to play. It was so fun. Everybody was crazy. Ethan didn't have a name. It just, top to bottom, a fun time.
You do also get to see the barbarian awakening of Jordan, which is terrifying.
Because Jordan
Yes,
tends
yes.
to play the like rich, pretty characters, and that was one of the characters where she was just like, chill. And it's all,
I'm still a little afraid of her.
Morkborg is also fun because it has our session 0 for it, so you can watch us put our characters together. And that's something that if you become a Patreon backer, you can see that for all the shows that we've done.
Yeah, some of them get pretty ridiculous.
So yeah, I think that is it from us. So we'd like to thank everybody for coming in and watching us here. Everybody out there watching us, we'd like to thank Demiplane for hosting us and giving us a chance to get our games out to a wider audience. So thanks everybody for what was that?
Oh, you didn't give your favorite game.
Oh, my favorite. Oh man, that's picking a kid, and I have one. And I only have one kid, and it's hard to pick a favorite one. I think it's Delta Green. I think Delta Green is solid because it generates, because it's creepy, but it also allows us to play into interpersonal drama, which I think is a strength of our show. Because you can see that we love to butt heads, but in a positive and constructive way. And it's very hard to do that in games and not have hard feelings afterwards. But because this crew is so tight, we're able to see those boundaries and mess with them. And I also, like, I will take pride in the fact, and this is where Trash Bag comes in, that one of the creepiest moments, and you'll have to watch the show to get this reference, was something that was completely mundane and not Cthulhu Mythos related.
Yeah.
I can't think of Trash Bed without actually, like, physically
So you'll have to watch that. You'll have to experience that show and figure out what it is.
Trash Bed.
So from all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, we are
Ethan Exit Anderson.
Tawny P. Thompson.
Tony Cheek.
Sarah Babe.
Jordan Fishburne.
and even though he had the night off because Demiplane ran us, our Lord of the Board,
Brett.
Davey.
Brad Davies, in case you couldn't hear that through our
Brad
microphone.
Davies.
From all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, we'd like to say thanks for watching. Wear your mask, get your vaccination, Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and just repeat to yourself that it's only a game. We should really just relax. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you. Yay.